teleprompter. Welcome back to South Georgia High School football, and welcome back to the Blitz. I'm Andrew Schnitker, and it was rivalry week for some of South Georgia, although tonight's pair of rivalries have been one-sided as of late. It's been 10 years since Pelham has defeated Mitchell County, going all the way back to the Mitchell-Baker days. The Hornets were trying to lay claim to the top team in the county in our Jeannie K. Tupper Game of the Week. The Hornets opened with a shutout of Baconton Charter 40-0 last week. A little stiffer competition tonight. Mitchell County hoping to gain some points in the single A standings with a win over AA Pelham. And starting right off the bat, Mitchell County looking good. Jaquan Williams takes it in the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. 7-0 Pelham with the lead at the end of the first. Now second quarter, 70-53 left in the half. Quarterback for Mitchell County, Anthony Williams. They're rotating quarterbacks in and out. Can't get rid of the ball. Pelham Hornets, Brandon Smith gets the sack here. Mitchell County losing yardage on that play. Now, still second, Mitchell County's Tremel Emmanuel breaks through the Hornet defense, carries the rock 15 yards. Good gain there for Emmanuel to the 2-yard line. First down with 2 minutes left in the half. Now, next play would score Mitchell County, so Pelham trying to keep it going or trying to get on the board. Clarence Almond tries to put points on, but that's an incomplete pass that ends the first half. And Mitchell County defense fantastic tonight for those Eagles. They beat Pelham. That tradition of beating them continues on for another year. Final score tonight, 13-0. Over at Fitzgerald, the Purple Hurricanes have held the advantage over Irwin County since 1999. But there are new coaches to this rivalry on both sides of the field. Now, could that mean a new result? Well, Irwin County certainly hoping so. Coach John Lindsay trying to get his Indians going on the road here in Fitzgerald. With a week off, Fitzgerald coach Jason Strickland had his Purple Hurricanes ready tonight, though. Starting off in the first quarter of this one, Fitzgerald on defense, and they're getting aggressive. Chomping Indians Dimitri Hall down for a big loss on that play. Now, Fitzgerald's turn with the ball. Ron Swain, actually, no, right here. That would be the big tackle for a loss there by Fitzgerald, keeping that defense coming on. Now Fitzgerald is going to get the ball back, and now they're going to intend to score. Here's Ron Swain, stuffed at first, but waits for the hole. A solid 20-yard gain for the tailback there, and that would set up Fitzgerald in the red zone. And this is Romarius Galden, the quarterback, looking for that corner, and he gets it just barely for the Fitzgerald touchdown. And the Purple Hurricanes, they continue their domination over Irwin County tonight. Final score in Fitzgerald, 31-0. Well, at Hugh Mills Stadium, the Westover Patriots continue to prove their worth with a stacked non-region slate. They were facing Jonesboro Cardinals tonight. That's a state-ranked team. Now, starting in the second quarter, Westover leading, though, 12-8. Jonesboro completing the pass. Westover's defense there to recover the fumble, gang tackle there around the 38-yard line, so Westover in position. They don't score on this one, but they're trying to score at the end of the half here. This is Tanner Stamp, the kicker, hooking it just wide to the left. The officials decide. So at halftime, Westover's up 12-8. Now, third quarter, Jonesboro attacking with Tennessee commit Cameron Sutton for the most part, but here's Devin Swan saying no, sir, for Westover. He sacks the quarterback. Jonesboro would turnover on downs, but a little bit later in the third quarter, Jonesboro at the half-yard line on fourth down, and they are able to punch it in for a 15-12 lead, and they would get the two-point conversion, giving Jonesboro a 4-point lead, and they roll from there. Surprising way that this game finishes after Westover's leading 12-8. That score is incorrect. They win this game by the final score of 34-12. Well, a large crowd expected in Lee County tonight for Trojans versus Albany High. Another expectation, I'm sure, of a large amount of points would be on the scoreboard. Lee County posted 49 points behind running back Kenneth Hurley last week, and this week, more of the same for the Lee County Trojans. Now, this is the first kick. This is going to Lee County's Devontae C. Yes, the standout freshman here. He's going to go all the way back, weaving around down the right sideline and in for a touchdown. Great way for the Lee County Trojans to start this one off, although they do miss the extra point. Now, a little bit later on in this one, Lee County trying to pour it on just a little bit more, and we're going to go back to Devontae C. This is Stephen Collier dropping back to pass, and that seems very familiar to what happened last week as well against Doherty. He catches it in the back of the end zone for another Lee County touchdown. Now, a little bit later on, this is Albany High, Emmanuel Bird hitting Rontez Williams, and Rontez Williams not giving up without a fight for the Indians, scoring for Lee County, but in the end, Lee County just too much. Another touchdown here. This is to Hightower down the left sideline, and that would be another touchdown. Lee County wins this by a large amount. Final score 52-13. Well, coming up, the Monroe Tornadoes take their first trip to Rochelle, and in Moultrie, Colquitt County hosts another state title contender. That's all next on the Blitz. And welcome back. Well, the Monroe Tornadoes didn't have much time to recover from a Week 1 loss over at Brooks County. Again, this week the Tornadoes were heading into uncharted territory against Wilcox County. The Monroe Tornadoes facing the Patriots for the first time in school history. So a little bit of history being made in Rochelle, and Monroe making the history count at the very beginning. Check this play out by Monroe. This is Cortez Banks shutting the door down for the sack on Quinn Tisdall of Wilcox County. Now, Wilcox trying a little trickeration here a little bit later on. It's a triple reverse, and that's not going to happen. With Monroe's speed, they're able to get to the outside. Cornelius Jenkins tackling Jonathan Howard for the loss. Now, Monroe on offense here. They're up 22-7, trying to get more of a score going in the third quarter. Junior quarterback Charles Stratford could have thrown the ball there, but he'd rather run it in for the touchdown. Monroe's extra point is no good, but it doesn't matter on this night. The Tornadoes redeemed themselves after losing on a Hail Mary pass. Final score tonight, they beat Wilcox County 28-14. Well, in the GISA, it's the first home game of the season for the Deerfield Windsor Knights. Coach Alan Lowe and the crew taking on Mount DeSales. And we're going to start out right off the bat. This is the first play from scrimmage for Deerfield Windsor. Dallas Margison going deep, connecting deep. About a 50-yard strike to Rich Falah. Nice catch there. Efficiency. I like that from Deerfield Windsor. They're up 6-0 after extra point. No good. Now, let's go to the defensive side of the ball. This is Daniel Cheshire sacking Ryan McCauley on a third down. That would be a punt. Now, a little bit later on, Deerfield already up 13-0, and you see this man streaking down the left sideline. That'd be Karan McLean. That's about an 80-yard score to end the first quarter. Deerfield up 20-0, and they just kept piling on. The Deerfield Windsor defense looking good. Right now, we're still in the fourth quarter with an update of 37-7. Well, Colquitt County also continuing its run through the non-region gauntlet, Run is the key word, as the Packers have faced some of the best runners in the state early this season. And tonight was no different, facing Georgia Tech commit Travis Custis playing for Lovejoy. But hey, the Pack have their own skill weapon players as well. Packers receiver Bobby Hill caught 13 passes for Colquitt County last week. He's trying to do more of the same this week. And we're going to start in the second quarter. Packers big play here. Daniel Mobley evading the rush and hits Tadarian Boyd. All right, here you see him. Nice agility there by Mobley to get outside, and he hits Tadarian Boyd there for the long touchdown score down the right sideline. Nice block there by number 8 to get the Packers on the board. But after I say all of that, yes, you see it right there. That's the yellow flag, and Rush Probst clearly not happy with that call, as that would take the Colquitt County touchdown off of the board. So just kidding there, still scoreless at 0-0. Now both teams trying to score before the half. This is Travis Custis, who we were talking about, running for Lovejoy, then John Boatwright for the Packers. But as you see the clock tick down there, 0-0 at the half. Kind of a slow game in this one, but time runs out in the half. And right now, Colquitt County leading in the fourth quarter, trying to hold on for their second win of the year. Score right now, 14-7. Well, coming up, Cook High is switching players from defense to offense with some success. Find out how the Hornets have changed an all-region linebacker into a starting quarterback next on the Blitz. And welcome back. Well, Cook football is trying something new this season. This summer, Coach Ken Kofer made a personnel move, shaking up his Hornets team. Kofer moved a linebacker to the position of starting quarterback. He's never seen it done before, but so far, the shift has been a success. A strange transition has happened down in Adel. The Cook Hornets have changed a linebacker into a quarterback. And with early success, Coach Ken Kofer is thinking even bigger for next season.
And Ross, was mean enough to play linebacker when he was a sophomore, and but it was just kind of understood that he was going to slide in that quarterback spot.
Senior Ross Pickle is moving from 2011 All-Region linebacker to starting QB. The defensive coaches may miss their star, but the Hornets say that unique change has helped Pickle at his new position.
You learn contact more, so you're not scared to take licks. You go in there, you know what the defense is running because that's what you played.
Pickle led the Hornets to a win over Worth County last week, but not without some help. Former Cook quarterback Zach Fossum has become the quarterback coach, mentoring Pickle all along the way.
Well, I've been best friends with him since we've always played together, and he's been where I'm at, and so he knows what's going on. He knows what I'm feeling.
We basically think the same. I mean, we've hung out so much together that we know what the other person thinks. Basically, finish each other's sentences. We just one step right after another.
Even with a little bit of withdrawal away from the hits, the Hornets leader is willing to sacrifice. All that matters is a region title and perhaps even more.
He has to understand he's not out there hitting people. He's got to get down and save himself for the next play. He can't go out there and try to run over people all the time.
So Cook's QB trying to get the second win of the year. They did get that 36-2 win last week. So Pickle trying to lead the Hornets past Crisp County tonight. And first quarter scoreless game. Hornets defense gets Cook's first score. So Pickle not on the ball in this one, but I'm sure he's happy with this play. This is Collies Matthews gets the interception for the touchdown, and after a 2-point conversion, the Cook Hornets are up 8-0. Now, late first quarter, 8-0 Cook. Still, Pickle gets the offense going with a good run here. He does like to run the ball. He had about 60 yards on the ground last week, about 100 yards through the air. Now, second quarter, KJ Edwards takes it in from about 2 yards out for the touchdown. Extra point was good, 15-0 Cook at that point. And the Cook Hornets, they may be one of the best teams in AA Region 1. They win this game, shutting out Crisp County by the final score of 37-0. Well, expectations are high for Terrell County and its senior quarterback, Jerkarius Scott. A wide-open region, maybe the Green Waves to win in 2012, and Terrell County certainly hoping that's the case. Playing their first game in Dawson tonight against Chattahoochee County. They lost against Marion County in their first game of the year. Now, first off, second quarter, not looking good for Terrell County. This is Chattahoochee already with a 14-7 advantage. They connect with the wide receiver here for a 22-7 advantage with about 15:30 to go left in the half. Now, still second, Terrell County trying to get back into this one. Jerkarius Scott sacked by Chattahoochee to stall the drive out. Scott not able to do a lot with this one. He's on the run here, scrambling to find an open receiver. He thinks he finds one, but it's ruled incomplete right in front of Joe Ward to force fourth down. And as of right now, we have Terrell County trailing 22-7. All right, let's move on to our plays of the week. We're going to, well, this was last week's play of the week, but actually I just want to talk a little bit about who the player of the week should be for this week. This is Rashad Daniels, Tiff County running back. He set the Blue Devil record with 376 yards and 4 touchdowns today against Houston County. So congratulations to Rashad Daniels for that great mark, and Tiff County also winning as they defeat Houston County tonight. So congratulations to Mr. Rashad Daniels. Well, next on the Blitz, which Sherwood Christian team showed up against Randolph Southern in our Game of the Week options for Week 5. Stay tuned for more high school football. Welcome back. Well, after 2 games, the early question for Sherwood Christian is which Eagle team is going to show up on Friday nights. The Albany squad showed a lot of life in a 39-25 win over Tift area last week. Conversely, the Eagles did muster a point in their opening week loss to Trinity. So the question which was Eagles, which were going to show up tonight against Randolph Southern? Well, we're going to answer that one for you right now. Starting in the first quarter, score is 7-7. And on the kickoff, Sherwood ties this game at 7 actually right here. They were down 7-0, but they respond rather quickly here. Turner coming on the ball, Sherwood's able to recover it on the Patriots' 27-yard line. Now on the very next drive, Sherwood with a reverse to TJ Clay. With a little bit of a stutter step on the reverse, he makes it into the end zone. Nice play there. That would have been one of your plays of the week. We'll try to get that up online so you can vote in our play of the week by Advantage Vinyl Siding and Roofing. Now, Patriots ball, they pitched to Matt Kendrick, who looks like he's home free, but check out the hustle from Clay and Kenny Brown of the Eagles. They chase him down and prevent the Patriots from getting any more points getting any points on the possession. And Sherwood Christian looking good for their second win. It was a lesser opponent, but they do get the win. Final score for the Eagles, 35-28. Well, Sherwood's region rival Terrell Academy aiming at 3-0 for the year at home against Windsor Academy, and Terrell Academy trying to keep that undefeated season going for just another week. Now, Christian Harris hands off to Blake Grimsley, and Grimsley's done a lot for the Eagles early on this year. He runs it in for the score, a 17-yard run, 7-0. Terrell Academy up. Now 14-0. Terrell Academy gets the ball back on the fumble, hands off to Josh Wardrop, and he walks it in for the score, 14-0 Eagles at this point. And the Eagles just piling on from there, still first quarter, and here's Grimsley again. This one's for a long distance, a 40-yarder for the touchdown, and they win this one by the final score of 48-0. Here are the Blitz Game of the Week options for next week. I'm circling and starring two games on this list. Worth County traveling to Tift County looking for a second straight win over those Blue Devils, while Lee County continues its run through the Dougherty County schools. They'll play Westover. That'll be a fun one. Also a few more to run down. Albany versus Mitchell County, Burke County versus Coffee, and then you got one real close to home, Stratford Academy versus Deerfield Windsor. Remember to choose the game of the week that you think is the best by voting online at mysouthwestga.com/theblitz. All right, let's check out our Albany Technical College Fan of the Week. This Friday, we're heading to our Game of the Week site in Pelham High School, and congratulations to this painted group of Hornet fans. I always like to say painted fans are the best fans, and yes, they came to support their team, although they didn't come out with a win. That is now, since 2002, Pelham has not beaten Mitchell County, and that continues. Mitchell County wins this game by the final score of 13-0. Now, a few more score updates. Colquitt County wins against Lovejoy 14-7. Dooley County defeats Americus Sumter at Americus 21-12, and Deerfield Windsor finalizes their game against Mount DeSales. Final score there, 34-7. Well, that's going to wrap up another week of South Georgia High School football. To rewatch any highlights or check out any scores, get connected to mysouthwestga.com/the blitz. For all involved in this one, thanks for watching, and have a great weekend of football watching.